So today I'm going to be sharing life lessons that I've learned in my 20s. So my first life lesson is that it's okay to fail. I dropped out of nursing school in 2018. I was 20 years old and nursing school was like my identity. And I dropped out. I failed. If you watched my first video about all my failed business ideas with my husband over the last few years, it's just one of those life lessons that I've learned. It's okay to do that. It's okay not to succeed or see success in one area, and it'll probably happen again where I try to apply myself and it doesn't work out. So it's okay to fail. Second life lesson is that I'm not indestructible. When you're young and you're capable and you're smart and you just graduated high school, it's really easy to feel like there's nothing that can go wrong. Our bodies are just like solid and aren't ever gonna break down or anything. But I mean, one of the reasons why I dropped out of nursing school was that I had mono really bad, mononucleosis. It like destroyed my brain. Like I had such bad brain fog. I couldn't think, I couldn't do anything. My face was puffy. I had fevers all the time. I felt horrible. I couldn't function well. When you're trying to apply yourself and do finals, I got mine in the last week of my first year and I had finals to take and I couldn't do them. It wasn't fun. Like I couldn't finish what I set myself out to do. And that ultimately was like the reason why I decided to drop out of nursing school. Is like my body couldn't handle the stress anymore. And I was only 20 and I was feeling these effects and this illness, and yeah, it's just something that I learned. I'm not indestructible. My third life lesson that I've learned is that it's good to consider others. There's so much talk in our society about self-care, about treating yourself and treating yourself right, and self-love and doing what you want to do and don't let anyone stop you. While there's like bits and pieces of that that are true, when I was constantly looking at myself and evaluating myself and just what I wanted and what I wanted to do, it felt like I was kind of going down the wrong path. While I'm important, others are also important. And I've noticed that when I focus on other people and I use my energy to help others, either with my time, with my money, or with my prayers, I usually feel better than if I use that energy on myself. And then there's also social consequences about that too. Like if you have social anxiety, and you go out and you see people, if you focus on the other person that you're talking to and you focus on how they feel and you try to make them comfortable, it'll a lot of times help you feel better and less anxious because you're not thinking about yourself. You're thinking of the other person in front of you. Just by doing that, just by focusing on something else other than ourselves, it decreases anxiety. It'll decrease how you feel awkward. That's my son. So that's my third life lesson. My fourth life lesson is that it's okay to be weird. This can be taken as like it's okay to have odd interest or not fit in with the crowd or just feel awkward. Like that's fine if that applies to you and it helps you to think like that. I mainly mean that it's okay to have abnormal things happen to you that others don't relate to and others can't experience themselves. It's okay to live with that and to make it your normal. I learned this from something that happened when I was 21. Mom got diagnosed with cancer and 11 months later she passed away. And that's not a typical story that 21-year-olds can relate to, and neither even 24-year-olds. And it's okay that others can't relate to it because it's what happened to me And I've had to learn with it, I've had to process it, I've had to incorporate it into my life now in some way, in some capacity. And there he is again. It's okay to live in that aftermath of whatever's happened and try to put yourself back together and carry on. Other people have different experiences that I haven't had. It's helped me to realize everybody has their own weirdness, and just to love other people and know that what I've been through other people can't relate to, but other people are dealing with things that I can't relate to. So it's just okay to be weird. My son's really weird. My fifth lesson is to seek God. And this one is really personal too. Like after my mom passed away, I struggled with my faith. I grew up evangelical and I started deconstructing my faith, and I could have so easily abandoned everything that I grew up with knowing, or at least I could have tried to abandon it and become cynical and nihilistic and hedonistic, but I didn't. I found the Orthodox Church, I found Orthodox Christianity. Being an Orthodox Christian is now the best thing that I'm a part of, and it's the best outcome of the aftermath of losing my mom. I've seen so many amazing things, and I've grown in my faith in so many different ways that I probably wouldn't have grown in if my mom hadn't have died. There's something good that came out of it. I'm still evolving, I'm still learning, I'm still growing, I'm still healing, I'm still dealing with things, but I'm only 24. And it feels like these things have been my entire life because they've been so dramatic. I hope that my story or anything was able to influence you in a positive way, and I didn't depress you or make you feel worse about yourself or anything. I hope that I am able to share these things and you can take something from it and apply it to your life in some way, or know that somebody knows what you're going through in some way. That's all I have to say about that. These aren't usually the videos that I will be putting out. I'm not really interested in talking about these things a whole lot unless I get more comfortable, because they're uncomfortable to talk about. But that's it for this video. It's been 10 minutes. I think that's a long enough time to talk about things that are depressing. These are my life lessons, and I hope you liked it or something. I don't know why you would like it, but I hope you related to it, or I hope you enjoyed watching or something. So thank you and goodbye. This is my baby. His name's Elias, and he's never seen a camera before.